Good morning to all those tuning in. This is the Rebel Lemon, and we're back to playing Tangled Tower. So, last time, we went around the house and investigated most of the remaining characters. Though, if I do remember correctly, there is one or two missing, and we have a few rooms yet to investigate. So, with that being said, let's get right back into it and investigate what we have left. So, I think we're gonna start here, work our way down, and then work our way back up. There is a room here, and I know that for a fact, because of multiple hints that were dropped last time. So, let's tackle it in an ordering manner, and we can get to it when we get to it. Astronomy Tower.
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle, sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
We'll take the 5 planets, the sun and the moon, around the middle. Oh. Right. Because this is technically a very old model. If the sun is not in the center, but what am I supposed to? Oh. Okay, something's supposed to be here. Something's supposed to be here. Oh, is this supposed to be something in each of these positions? Like this? I'm kind of confused. Huh. I'll come back to that.
Reset the puzzle?
Yeah, I'll come back to it.
Just gonna rest my brain. It's tidier than my desk. The notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
That is true.
A picture frame.
With no picture.
Now, that, though, is a bit bizarre.
It's full of tea, but it's gone cold.
Criminal.
The criminal thing is it's tea. It would have been better if it was coffee.
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally?
A little jab.
A bell jar. It's empty.
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
Other than bells, you mean?
Pretty.
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from?
Damn.
It's a chart of the solar system.
Okay, not helpful.
There's something kinda disappointing about this room. I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomy towers you've been to?
I mean, an astronomy tower is still a research station, so I mean, it should be kept clean and orderly. And you can't, depending on that astronomy tower, it's not like you can have much in it without the equipment being affected, you know?
Yeah, it's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
It's also daytime.
You can see stars in the
Let's
day.
at least introduce ourselves before touching his telescope.
Always a good roll.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangled Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return. Nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the Cosmos I say hi.
He's interesting. Almost weirdly, like, other than his fascination with, like, the stars and cosmos and that kind of stuff, which isn't that abnormal, he's like one of the most normal characters so far, and it's just weird. The only thing that, like, stands out most about him is his hair. Why is it in the shape of a roof? It's just weird.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. It must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Wait, that's interesting. And I'm gonna need an explanation.
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Interesting. Do we have anything we could have them ask about? I guess this.
What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see? It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
That is actually kind of interesting. See, one thing I kind of want from all the characters is their opinion on the Tangled Tower and the case file, which I might actually go through and get.
So which one is Tangled Tower?
What's that?
There are two towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father. The Remington family was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see. I don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade.
Interesting.
Not exactly a wealth of information, is it?
It's enough.
Well, thank you for not being useful.
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could ask her about it, but I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
Interesting. You can ask about all the characters as well. I might do that slowly as we go through. But I want to...
I've always...
Hey.
I would look...
I want to continue... I want to continue on with... the... story first. And it... I don't know how to solve this just yet. But it can't be that hard, right? I would suspect, at least.
Reset the puzzle? Nothing.
So there are two ways to move the shadows. Rotate the planets, and rotate the sun and moon.
I'll do this later.
Yeah, I got that. I want to explore the rest of the tower though first. Poppy's room. It's kinda somber, but not bad.
Sheet music. Presumably for piano.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
Sheet music has been framed and decorated with delicate, old-fashioned illustrations. Not gonna lie, it is actually really pretty.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright. A big glass door. Leads out into a garden. Somehow.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Oh. What? Like this?
Nothing. Still
All
on.
4 tiles have a moon symbol.
Those other symbols look like suns. Surely that's something to do with it?
I think it is, but in an abstract kind of way.
The fuck is that supposed to mean? What, like this?
Nope.
Maybe the information we need isn't here.
So where is it?
Somewhere else. I guess we'll come back later.
Okay.
It's a metronome for keeping time.
It's ticking.
Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be ticking. Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Use the button to rotate all 4 metronome dials up in the hoop at the top. Okay. Like that?
That's done it.
Neat. What happened?
Down.
Little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
Whip photo. The whip photo shows a young girl with blonde hair and pink clothes. The girl in the photo is using a bright pink cassette player with matching headphones. The rest of the photo shows Fifi and Freya. It was hidden in Freya's room.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
In a second.
Oh, thank goodness, there are 7 lit candles. Wouldn't want it to be dark in here. Anything in the drawers?
Nothing you need to know about.
Fair.
That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back.
That's actually
Anything
kind
in
of
the
funny.
wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
It's interesting. Oh, so there are 2 rooms here. Because there has to be one here too, right? Huh. Penny's room is quite... actually... beautiful.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
A brightly colored flower with an unusual shape. It looks very healthy and well looked after. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It also has an unnatural blue color.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds? Nope, they're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to?
Swap the positions of the 7 birds. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. These 2 would be somewhere in the middle. Put white here.
I got it.
Hey, you just have to match up the colors.
I'm impressed. Did the door open? What's in there?
Now I'll get her. A ripped piece of paper crumpled in a ball. Red flower petals were found inside. A message is angrily scrawled on the paper. Now I'll get her. Creepy.
A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
Hmm. I mean, I do own a tea set. Kinda. It is actually very nice. Okay, talking to Poppy as we're close. Suspicion. Hold up. I need to know about this.
I don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
Interesting.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
No, that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody?
Where's...
This is mine.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy.
That's fair. I think that's okay for now. I wanna grill the
I need to
suspicion.
confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Someone gave it to you as a gift. You used to like these colors. Someone changed the color of the tape.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
I have just a clue. This one.
Let's take a closer look at this.
What's the connection between the two clues? Crack? Crime scene. So the pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
The pink cassette tape
Hey.
found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
Oh. How? How do we prove it? Addison? No?
We just need to find the right side of the photo.
Oh, here we go.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up? And then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
The photo proves Poppy is the murderer. Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore. Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now.
Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now.
You sure about that?
Not entirely. I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Oh, it's probably this one
Poppy
then.
doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Interesting. There is one more thing I want to go over with it, and it's this.
Yeah, it's mine.
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Fascinating.
It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes.
So there are 2 families living in Tangled Tower?
3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora is a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the Fellows and the Pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask. That means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea. There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body. And there's only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else. The whole thing is just a little too peaceful.
What do you make of the statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangled Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird.
Not much out there. Yeah, so what I was saying last time about the quote-unquote knife actually being a painting tool, and how weird all the characters come off, kinda gives me the impression that I don't know if there is a murderer.
It's a magnifying glass. A big one.
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm a detective? Should I start smoking a pipe too?
You couldn't pull off a pipe.
So I think the murder weapon is a painting tool, And I think it's gonna be a suicide. The only thing I don't know is why and where it went. I wonder if Flora, like her mother, has anything to do with it?
A pretty ornate window with a great view of the lake.
We're supposed to be looking for clues, not assessing the real estate value.
And over here, you'll see the owners use sheets of paper to block out all that unnecessary natural light. A simple trick, but it really transforms the space. It looks like a microscope, a big one.
Can I touch it? I'm not sure this is a microscope.
Oh. Fascinating. Oh, way too much. Oh. Okay, wait. God damn. Oh. Oh, you can see plus, 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 negative. Okay. Okay, hold on. Where's the... Okay, there we go. Is that better?
I guess that's wrong.
The 4 lenses all have different magnification strengths. So they must each have a specific position along the rail.
Like that? That seems a bit big. That seems a little better. Not gonna lie, this is a lot more difficult than it looks. I'm gonna guess that. That is definitely right. That matches up way too well. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that here. I'm gonna put that here. Yeah, I feel like this is supposed to maybe go here. And then I wonder if this goes here. Somehow? But then that makes me wonder if this actually goes here. Like that? Oh my god, that actually matches up way too well, doesn't it? Holy shit, I think I did it.
That's the one.
Fuck yeah!
Hey, not bad. Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
A well-used book resembling a diary. It's locked with a strange metal device.
A new suspect. Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
I'm innocent, I promise.
Save it for the judge.
Oh boy, these two are actually really good together. In the most bizarre way possible. But I love it.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
What?
Looks like fits.
Arrows connecting all the different suspects.
They're not labeled, though.
Yeah, they're completely meaningless.
Me and Poppy?
Is that supposed to be me? Why do I look so angry?
That's just the face you make when you're thinking.
Oh my god, it does!
Does make you wonder, though. When did Fifi draw all this?
And that's you, Sally.
What? I do not look like that, do I?
Ooh.
That's gotta be Flora.
It's a drawing of Penny.
Looks like Professor Pointer.
It's Detective Hawkshaw.
I think that's supposed to be Felix.
So me and Penny, Felix and Flora. These two, those two.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And Fifi herself.
Interesting. Let's move on for now. There's nothing here.
Oh, wow.
What?
It's a big empty space. An empty glass and an empty plate.
Looking at it is making me want to cry.
Why?
I don't know.
It's a little handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front. Inside it says, "To Fitz, from PP."
That poor plant.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
Healthy, but sad. I think it would rather be outside.
There's someone outside the window.
Something outside the window. It's probably just a rock.
You sure?
Yeah, probably just a rock.
Doesn't look soft.
Hello.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked. It's a combination lock. Sort of.
Oh, I don't like the sounds of that. So that goes there, I guess? How do you know which one's supposed to be which? Maybe it doesn't matter? Maybe? That will be that one.
Nothing.
Maybe if you move the paper around, you'll find a clue.
Oh! Pretty sure it's this then.
Still
I
locked.
think the lines drawn on the paper correspond with the shapes in the combination lock.
I know. Okay, wait, hold on. That is more accurate to this. It has to be, because this is more sharp here, right? But then... Okay, next one. Where was it? Yeah, right here. So it has to be this one then. That's too rounded.
I did it.
Not bad.
Hey. Ah, the last one was just a guess.
Anything in there?
Yeah, it's wrapped in a cloth. Hold on. Huh. That's kind of ominous.
A small metal gardening trowel with decorative pattern. It has a decorative pattern engraved onto it and the letters either side of the heart. PP, heart FF.
It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Oh. Okay, so we know that this, and this. And then on the other side, same thing. Except for not here, it's here.
Nothing. Still
The
locked.
tiles have all got that same sun symbol on them.
Those moon symbols in the slots. Are they connected?
Maybe they're connected, but also not connected.
It could also be like that.
It made a noise.
Yeah.
I guess that was right. And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
So, we actually have to go to the other side to get it unlocked. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can talk to suspects more next time.
A big glass door leads out into a garden.
There's a little mechanism.
So it should be like this?
Nothing. Still
All
on.
four
And
tiles.
those other symbols.
I think it is.
Something happened.
That must be it. Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
Let's go. Rooftop garden. Damn, this place is beautiful.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
A slightly weathered statue of a strange creature holding a lute. A pair of earmuffs have been placed on the head of the statue.
It's
He's
another
playing well, and they're not headphones. They're earmuffs. Giant stone frog. Love it.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Oh. The feathers are... or were mostly found resting on the tongue of the large stone frog.
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon. It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil.
Interesting.
Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly.
It's a rose bush.
The rose exactly.
Oh, good. A bridge. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny, tiny pond.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges, too?
Oh, yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
Fascinating.
More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
Ah, that's fair.
The stone pillars. Or what's left of them. It's the door into Fitz's room.
One of only 2 ways to get into the garden.
Oh, yeah. The door into Poppy's room.
So, only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden?
Huh. I guess so.
Actually, I want to question her.
You know, it's probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you?
Try living in it for 20 years. The sheen wears off. If it wasn't for my Fitz, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that. But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
Finally! I get to see a detective's case file.
That's a very specific thing to be excited about.
Only last week I asked that miserable hogshot woman if I could see her case notes.
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been much more polite if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite rude to me. Accused me of being, what was it? A shallow sensationalist.
You know, that probably relates to her detective and detective romance novels in her room. That ironically makes sense.
Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right. Oh, there used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangled Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question.
Okay.
That's rather strange, now isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
You know, the fact that she was actually quite upset that we found it is interesting.
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes.
Okay. She seems upset.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Let's do it.
So... yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangled Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses. And who they belong to.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they belong to Fitz.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at. But it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
You're his fiance?
Is it really only accessible from those two bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
Oh, okay. Was used to bribe, spy on, stolen from. Let's go. Okay, this is Poppy and Fitz. Was used to spy on.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
How and why did Penny decide to access the top garden? One thing.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and distract them. Almost. Maybe just change. One of Penny's
There we
birds
go.
was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
We have that evidence. Here we go.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Orange. The yellow feather.
This yellow feather
Yeah.
was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
Okay. So that was something. But okay. I don't know what to say about that, but there's a lot more to this than what we're seeing. And I'm curious to see how much more that there is. But with that being said, I guess we'll do more exploring next time. But for now, thank you for tuning into the frequency. This is the Rebel Lemon signing off. So, good night and sweet nightmares.